Have you started an exercise program full of motivation, but as the weeks go on, workouts get less, and until the inevitable happens, you quit? In this video, I tell you why and how to make sure you have a workout routine you can stick to. My name is Morton, host of Time Strapped Health, giving busy professionals and entrepreneurs like you a way to optimize health while you create success. In this video, I share how to dramatically increase your chances of sticking to a workout routine and tell you why you haven't done so in the past, so that you don't make the same mistakes again. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel to ensure you don't miss a video. And in the comments box below, I want to know what health or fitness goal would you like to achieve in 1 year's time if you could stick to a workout routine. Now, one summer's evening last year, I was browsing through Facebook and I read a post from someone on my feed. Exercise wasn't a habit for him, but he had a workout routine, and as the post showed, committed to doing 20 press-ups every time he felt the desire for a cigarette. From the comments, he said he had done 120 press-ups in a day, but had only 3 cigarettes rather than 20 that he would normally have. Now, on the surface, that would be seen as a result. However, this episode highlights why people find it hard to stick to their workout schedule. Now, there are 3 reasons why this guy was setting himself up for disappointment and why many don't stick to their workout routines. Number 1, should versus want. When I previously worked with smokers who wanted to quit, I knew within 5 minutes if this was going to be a challenge for the person if they said the word should. My wife said I should come. I'm approaching 50 now and it's probably time I should give up. There is a vast difference in knowing something, in doing something because you think you should be doing it, rather than doing something because you want to. And the big element that disguises the two is time. Let me give you an example. New Year's resolutions. Now, you may think that people set New Year's resolutions because they want to make a change, but evidence suggests that it's more about you thinking you should make a change. So shoulds get you so far, namely till about the second Friday of January, which is labelled Quitter's Day. Thinking you should do something is enough for a one-off, like donating to charity because you think you should, but donating ongoing over an extended period of time needs to come from a position of want. Yes, in order to have a workout routine stick, you have to A, want to do the workout, maybe not in the initial moment, but to tick it off your weekly to-do list, and B, to want to have the outcome and effects continually doing the workouts on an emotional level. In a very basic sense, should is predominantly logical. I should work out because it's good for my health. Whereas want utilizes more an emotional embodied state. I want to work out because I feel more confident in the clothes I want to wear and enjoy the feeling after a hard workout. And that brings me to the second reason it's hard to stick to workout routines. What tends to partner with time, that is the nail in the coffin for people who think they should work out. A crammed schedule. So number 2 is too much of an already busy schedule. When I worked in an independent gym, it was small enough that I knew all the regulars who would train. New Year was a time where it's the same as most gyms. One guy in particular I remember, at the start of the year, he came in 6 days a week. This continued for 2 weeks before I noticed he fluctuated between 3 to 4 days a week. The first week of February I saw him once in a week and then I never saw him again. When I see new clients, their motivation is at the peak. They want to and are keen to do everything and go at 100 miles an hour. However, I know 2 things about a lot of my clients. They're always busy and they have multiple priorities plate spinning. And so, when it comes to establishing a workout routine, a common mistake is not taking into consideration what is already on your plate, metaphorically speaking, before adding more. There is no point trying to do a routine that requires 5 workouts a week in a 12-week program if you travel a lot for work and don't already have a habit of exercising weekly. I used to see it all the time when I trained senior lawyers. It was common for groups of them to be triathletes, and they would get a 12 to 15 week training program from a magazine that required them to train 8 to 12 hours a week. These guys are already working 50 to 60 hours a week. So they either dropped out or completed it and got burnout. Neither of these are appealing options. Number 3, outcome versus behavioural goals. Now there's a saying, keep your eyes on the prize. This refers to the outcome of whatever you set out to achieve. This is tempting to focus solely on the outcome. After all, isn't that the advice of all successful entrepreneurs? Never give up, get clear on what you want, keep moving towards it regardless. This can be sound advice. However, when it comes to sticking to an exercise routine, a flaw becomes apparent. What if you were 20 stone and working out as a path towards the outcome of getting 15 stone? What if you are working out in order to help with your mental health? What if you are working out because you want to stay healthy to see your kids grow up? All of these have one thing in common. The outcome is quite far into the future. It's hard to maintain motivation for something that further the outcome is to the future. Yet so many focus on an outcome rather than focusing their attention on the behavioural, or sometimes called process goals. This is about focusing on what you are going to do each and every week to increase your chances of achieving your outcome. So, if you want to lose 3 stone over 6 months, rather than constantly visualizing how better your life will be when you're 3 stone lighter, you'll instead focus on do your 3 workouts each week and the progress you make in the workout over the weeks. You eat the meals you intend to eat. You do X amount of daily steps each week. By focusing on these rather than the outcome goals, you benefit from something outcome focused people miss: generating motivation from achieving the mini wins each and every week. And with that, you can start to see the mistakes made by the individual in the story at the beginning of the video. He did too much too soon, 120 press-ups in a day, that's not sustainable. He felt that he should do press-ups in order to curb the desire for a cigarette rather than actually wanting to do a press-up. And he was too focused on the outcome of giving up cigarettes rather than creating process goals of creating an environment where cigarettes became a thing of the past. Sure enough, his fitness quest didn't last. What he should have done instead, and what you should do, is if you want to increase your chances of sticking to your workout routine, well, I'm going to give you 3 strategies and a bonus, something that is needed for all habit forming. Now be sure to like and subscribe to this channel to ensure you don't miss a video, and in the comments box below I want to know what health or fitness goal you would like to achieve in 1 year's time if you can stick to a workout routine. So here are 3 things you want to do instead. Number 1, start small. Time and frequency. And when I say start small, I mean in terms of the time and the frequency at which you do it. If you're really short of time, aim to do 20-minute workouts. If you can only do 1 of these a week, do that. Or aim for 2. To get consistency at the beginning, start with what you can fit in based on how much time you have available. Number 2, ditch outcome in favour of behavioural goals. In the initial stages, don't waste time trying to describe the outcome in finite detail. Instead, focus on behavioural goals. These are actions that, when you perform them, they can be validated by someone else. This could be to do 3 workouts, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Eat 2 meals a day without snacking. Go to bed at 9 PM, Monday to Friday. Only become clear about an outcome when you start noticing changes based on the behaviours that you are doing consistently. Number 3, piggyback on already formed habits. This means placing your routines next to an already formed habit. You take the same route home from work every day, or find a gym en route. You cook dinner each night, have 20-minute workouts whilst the food is cooking. You meet your friends every week, or see if they want to exercise as well. Find a habit you're already doing and see how you can attach your workout routine to it. That's simple. Now, as a bonus, that can make the process even easier. This applies to all habits. Reduce the friction between the trigger and the act of doing the habit. The more effort between the trigger and the act of the habit, the less likely you are to do it. A good example is a morning run. If you have to get up, find some running gear, then find your shoes, then work out where your keys are, then decide where you're going to run to, this makes it less likely you're going to be consistent. Reduce the friction by having your running gear next to your bed, having the routine already in mind, knowing where your keys are. So you want to be up and out of the house within 5 minutes. Now this applies to all habits. Make them as easy as possible to carry out. Now, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel and ensure you don't miss a video, and in the comments box below I want to know what health or fitness goal would you like to achieve in 1 year's time if you can stick to the workout routines. Now, as with all my videos that you'll find on this channel, you will find strategies that will ensure that will increase your chances of, in 1 year's time, you having the habit of a workout routine. So be sure to watch the other videos in this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.